Hey y'all, it's Anime Kim, and today I'm going to be reviewing the second episode of Kemurikusa, and I gotta say, this episode was essentially simple as fuck, but in a good way, because at the very least we got more world building. We got to see what actually powers some of their equipment, which are these little yellow orbs called Kiro, and I like how it actually takes advantage of the boy, because you have Reen pretty much take the boy with him to pretty much find these orbs, and I like how it actually presents information naturally by using the boy as a proxy character for us, the audience, because you have the sequence where he gets attacked by a red bug, it grazes him a little, and then you have Reen pretty much attack that red bug and it turns into a blue little machine, and I like how the anime presents information like that's a non-attacker. Once it's converted into like this little blue machine, and then Rain finally figures out that anytime she uses a green attack, it actually heals the boy. And then I like how as the episode progresses, it does have a little bit of good humor, like they all, like when Rain feels any sort of fucking feelings and she doesn't know it, she believes that the boy is somehow poisoning him. And I like how as the episode progresses, their relationship becomes slightly less estranged when, at the very least, while Reen doesn't trust the boy, at the very least, she doesn't think the boy's poisoning her. So, from a character standpoint, it actually progresses that relationship pretty well. And also, the boy's starting to feel some fear, legitimate fear about things that I kind of felt was missing from the first episode. I was like, nah, that's like unnatural. And then this episode tries to pass it off by saying that he was too worried about other things to be scared, and I was just thinking in my mind, that's bullshit. But that was the first episode. This episode's at least rectifying some of it by having him actually feel legitimate fear. So that actually made this specific episode immensely better. So good job on the anime. It made itself better overall. And at the same time, I also like how in this episode, at the very least, you had some cool music, like that fucking opening thing. Oh, goodness. It was so intense. It was fire. I fucking loved it. Shit. Probably listening to that again today after live reacting and reviewing the Tate no Yusha. That's how fire it was. Holy shit. And aside from that, this episode also had some good positives. The CG still looked good, except for the boy. His fingers still look long as fuck. I really wish the animators would like make them a bit smaller so that it looks better rendered. But at the very least, it wasn't such a big return like in the first episode where his fucking fingers look like fucking brown Wolverine-like claws. So that's positive, I gotta say. And aside from that, this episode was a good, nice setup episode. We didn't get any bombastic action, but it was still good. It expanded the world, and we finally have Rin make some big decisions when she decides that they're going to travel to other areas, which is nice because this episode gave them reasons to try that route when you have the boy show one of the Kemurikusa leaves and made it glow in that little instance. So that was a nice way to showing off that maybe moving on to other things is a nice choice. So all in all, these are some positive things about this episode. It's going to make the episodes feel like they're going to have much more weight in the future, actually. So all in all, just nothing but good shit this episode, I gotta say. And aside from that, yeah, cannot wait to see next week, especially when you have Ren mention that sometime, every single time they travel, someone dies. And then when she said, it's probably going to be you to the boy, I gotta admit, that was a nice little joke right there. And it's a great way of building up anticipation. I'm going to rate overall this episode 7 out of 10. Normally I'd give these type of episodes a 6 out of 10 for above average, but gets an extra point because of that fire opening. So anyways, guys and gals, these are my thoughts on the episode. Comment down your thoughts on the episode below in the comment section. Rate the video, subscribe if you want to see more reviews and reactions, and I'll see you guys later to subscribe for more. Alright, guys and gals, thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.